Okay. Oh, wow, that's really loud. You guys might have to let me know if that's a little bit too much audio there. Anyways, it is 8 p.m. Left Coast time. It is that time for the Ditch Bank single sideband net. We are a group of people that meet out here every... Oh, no, man, I'm having a bunch of trouble. This could be an interesting night. I don't know how Dennis does all that. Anyways, we are a group of people that meet here every Friday night, 8 p.m. here in Central California. Get together, we dust the radio off, the sideband radios, pull the rigs out of the closet, raise the antennas up, crank up the towers, and just check in and have a good time. Wow, that's loud too. Wow, sorry about this. We're having a bunch of problems. Anyways, my name is Jeremy. I'll be acting as net control for this week's edition of the Ditch Bank Sideband Net. This net will meet on 27.365 every Friday at 8 p.m. Left Coast time. Purpose of this net is basically just to give somebody something to do before Saturday when they use their AM radios. Test out the sideband and try out a different mode and play around a little bit. We hope to gain people's interest and knowledge in single sideband mode of radio communication. As we go on, this is going to be a very loosely directed net, and everybody is welcome to join. We're going to work off last week's, the very first check-in. We're going to work off that list first, and then we'll take additional check-ins. You can let me know if you want to be added to the list, and that's how we go. If anybody hears a station net control can't hear, please say relay and acknowledge you, and we'll get them on the list. We want to make sure everybody that wants to get on can get on here. So with that, I'd say one other thing I need to mention here, and somebody text me if my audio is too loud. That might have been what my phone was ringing for. I lost my phone. But as we go along here, something to keep in mind, I am streaming this on YouTube. If you search the Ditch Bank SSB Net, it gives you a chance to hear your audio and kind of hear where you're at. If you're on frequency, if you're a little high, you're a little low. And but as we're doing the net, I'm actually maybe adjusting the receive side. I'm going to keep my transmitter locked at 27.365. But as we go, I may be adjusting the receive side, which is going to adjust the audio in the stream you're seeing. And I want to mention that because if you do want to tune your radio, or if it happens to sound like it's going up and down as you're listening on the YouTube screen, it could just be me adjusting that receive. And we will leave it go about 15 minutes after the net. So if you guys want to do some more testing, tuning, try different radios out, it's free for whoever wants to give it a shot there. So enough delay. Let's get it started. We're going to start off at line number 1, operator 775. My neighbor. I hope I can hear him tonight. It's a pretty low noise floor, but I'm not sure what kind of power he's running, if he's going to run more than a half a watt. So we'll see. Operator 775, your turn.
Okay, Jeremy, thanks for doing the net. The name here is Ron, and I'm Jeremy's neighbor out here on the Ditch Banks of Biola. Also SWL 82, and the old CB handle is Bones. So, all right, good evening.
All right, thanks for checking in, Ron. Loud as always, as you'll see the signal on the YouTube stream if you're watching. And appreciate you checking in. He is the net's namesake, for whatever that's worth. Let's move to line 2, line 33, James up there in Auberry.
Hey, good evening there, Jeremy. Top of the evening to you. 33, James up here in Auberry, trying to check in.
And good evening to you too, James. Hope all is well up there. Some warmer weather up there in Auberry, I'm assuming the last few days, and a little breezy down here in the valley. I'm not sure if you guys were getting some of that or not, but we appreciate you checking in. Thank you, sir. Okay, moving on to line 3, operator 744 in Chowchilla.
Good evening there, gentlemen. Jeremy, 744, the old bull wagon, right around Chowchilla. Checking.
All right, Mr. Bullwagon, thank you for checking in. We have the X in the square. Moving on to line number 4, operator 458 up in Shaver Lake.
How's it going? Good afternoon, gentlemen. 458, we're checking in, and hope I can make the trip.
You were making the trip, sounding just as good as last week, and Shaver Lake, you could probably just yell out your window, and I think I'd probably hear you. You got the elevation on your side. So thank you for checking in, Mr. Mule Skinner. Line number 5, almost read the long line, yeah. Line number 5, operator 363 in Madera. Okay, moving on to line 6, operator number 1233, Daryl or Big D in Core School.
Jeremy and the net. This is Transworld sideband number 1233. And sounding good tonight. I don't know how I'm sounding. This is an old 148 Cobra. We got it out of the box. See if it works.
Big D, it is working, and we appreciate checking in. Transworld sidebanders, operator 1233. Thank you, sir. Moving on to line 7, operator 767 in Orange Cove. And check any relays on operator 767.
Not from here.
Okay, we figured Orange Cove maybe that could be in and out some nights, so we'll take it. But any time anybody does hear somebody I don't hear, please say relay. Let's get them on the list. Moving on to line 8, operator 761, Mark and Prather.
Hey, hello, Jeremy. Hello, bunch. Sounding good, Jeremy. You know, I don't know if it's me or if it's conditions, but you sound a lot lighter than last week. Just FYI from where I'm at anyway. I'm not sure how you're copying me, but everybody's sounding good, but I got you. I thought I had you stronger last week.
You know, that could be. I'm trying to remember how I had everything set last week, and I don't remember, of course. You know, most people would take notes. I like to think I can remember from week to week. Do that, and I would say, Mark, you're actually coming in a little stronger this evening. So maybe it's a little one-way propagation, Roger.
Well, yeah, apparently I'm just sucking the power away. All right, man. Thanks very much for doing the net. We'll be listening here. 761.
All right, thank you, Mark. Moving on to line 9, operator 621 in Dinuba.
You got a station on the side there.
Go ahead, station. I'm probably, I didn't catch who that was. Can you act as a relay for me and get their numbers and get them checked in?
Station trying to check in. I think they said Sanger. Try it again.
Yeah, this is Tom and Sanger. Ham radio is MQG, so I know he's talking. I can hear him talking, but I can't understand him, so I got a lot of noise out here.
Okay, hey Tom. Okay, the MQG. Hey Tom, do you have a 11 meter like sideband number you usually go by?
No, this is the first time I've really checked in on CB except for, let's see, what am I on? I'm OTR number 113.
All right, I'm going to relay that to Jeremy there. All right, thanks Tom. Jeremy, you still copy?
I do, and I did catch the end of Tom's transmission there. I have operator, he wants to go by 113, is that a Roger?
Yeah, that's his OTR number, I guess, so he just wants to go with that for now because he said he didn't have another one, but yeah, that's Tom and Sanger.
Okay, Tom, thank you. I'm not sure if he says he can hear me in there. If you want to just tell him thank you for checking in, he's going to be line number 21 on the list.
Hey, Tom, for future reference, you're line number 21 on the list, Roger.
All right, copy number 21. All right, thanks.
All right, thank you. And was that, James, is that you relaying?
That was Mark.
Oh, that was Mark. Okay, sorry. I'm still new to all this stuff, all these screens. Again, I don't know how Dennis does it because I'm having a tough time keeping up with everything. Mark, I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
No worries, sir.
Okay, where'd I leave off at? Did I call line 9? Let's just go line 9 again. If I did, oh well, we'll do it again. Operator 621, John in Dinuba. I think I did call him. Let's go to line 10, operator 544, Dave in Easton. Okay, operator 11 is going to be me, Jeremy, and I'm located in the beautiful backwoods of Biola. Moving on to operator 12, line number 12, operator 920, Dennis.
Hello, radio. Let me take a short transmission to see if you are hearing me. Over.
Dennis, I hear you very well. Matter of fact, probably a little louder than last week, and the audio is beautiful as always.
All right, yeah, there's a delay on the stream, so I couldn't see if my waterfall showed up. And by using the stream last week, I was able to do some adjustments and figure out how to get the audio up. I would agree with Mark. You were probably maybe 10 dB down from last week. The display doesn't show your signal strength or any way for me to compare it, but just signal-wise, I'm going to say you're down about S-unit and a half, so about 10 dB, but your audio is fine, and I can hear you, and I'm watching the stream over at Ditch Bank SSB Net for the 424 item. Over.
You know what? I think we just figured out what the issue was with the 10 dB. Is that any better?
Yes.
Yeah, there's your 10 dB. Over.
Okay. Yeah, we had to swing the antenna around there. That helps a little bit if you're pointed in the right direction. Dennis, I appreciate you checking in, and thank you for being there, sir.
Yeah, you've got to keep your eye on the rotor control box. I think they're hearing you in Sanger now, and I see myself showing up on the waterfall stream. Thanks for checking me in.
I appreciate you letting me know. At 10 dB, you got me really nervous there. Well, I put up a new antenna this past week in a 2-meter 440 antenna, and it's a kind of a convoluted sort of a feller, and I was playing around with the rotor quite a bit with that on Wednesday and never quite got everything put back the way it was supposed to be. So, Dennis, I appreciate that, sir. Moving on to line 13, operator 84, Jerry. All right, 84, we got you on the list. I wish I could, now I need a preamp or something mounted on that mast so that we can get a little bit better reception, but I had no problem hearing you, that's for sure. Moving on to line 14, operator 305, David in Sanger.
305, checking in.
All right, thank you, and I appreciate everybody's patience tonight. Tonight, I actually came out here an hour early to make sure I had no hiccups, and about 3 minutes before the net started, all the hiccups came, so. All right, moving on to line 15, operator 109, James in Auberry.
Good evening, Jeremy, and good evening to everybody else on the net out there.
Good evening, Crawdad. Making the trip to Biola, sounding great. Thanks for checking in. All right, line 16, Madera Town, KP, operator 142. Okay, KP might still be at work, so move on, see if he comes in later. Line 17, operator 112, Rickishaw.
112, Rickshaw, checking in.
Sounding good, Rickishaw. We appreciate you being there, and loud and proud from Western Fresno.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for doing that.
And thank you, sir. Moving on to line 18, operator 148, Stephen in Sanger. Now, I did hear a station there. Was that 148? Over?
This is Tom.
And that information, we're going to be out here a little bit longer, so he has time. And if he can just pop in and say check in at any point in time. We are not that picky. Moving on to, let's see, line 19 and 20 is a combo. It's a 2-for-1. It's Jerry and his lovely XYL, excuse me. And I did get an electronic mail from him today. He has been feverishly working on the system there. He was digging the moonraker out of the barn, blowing the dust off that. I think he sent the Cobra off to get aligned. He had a gentleman that had a spectrum analyzer. He wanted to make sure it was dead on before the start of the net, and he was going to be unable to make it this week. But we do hope he can join us next week. So Jerry and Jill, we got the proxy X in the square for 19 and 20. Okay, moving on. Okay, line 21 is Tom, and let's see if he can go ahead and make another transmission here on his turn. Excuse me, operator 113. Tom, go.
113, the old OTR. Hey, you should call this net the COVID-19 net. The COVID-19 net. That'd be cool. So anyway, I'm glad you got this started. This is cool. 10 or 11 meters important. So anyway, hey, thanks again, and good job out there. And I almost used my call sign, so I'll say thanks and take care.
Thank you, Tom. I've caught myself doing that multiple times. I know it's going to slip out one of these times, but oh well. And yeah, we welcome licensed and unlicensed radio amateurs and professionals alike. Everybody's welcome on this net. And if you are fairly active on ham radio, and maybe you've just been hitting it crazy here lately. There's been a few openings, and just maybe getting a little bored of it, and you want to dig another radio out of the closet, get on the old Citizen Band radio. That's what we're here for, and everybody can join, and like I said, everybody is welcome. So thanks, Tom, for being there. Okay, that's the list as I have it as of right now. So I'm on line 22, and we're just going to take a look for check-ins. Check-ins, please come now.
Right, Charlie.
Okay, that was a whole bunch. I think I heard Jeremy first, so let's go with that station that said Jeremy. Go.
Hey, Jeremy. This is Dean.
Okay, that is Dean over there in western Kermantown. And I tell you what, if you want to just go ahead and give me, if you got a sideband number maybe you used to go by, whatever you want to put in, and we'll get your locations on the list, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah, can I use the number 54?
Okay, we have operator number 54, Dean, on the outskirts of the slough. The old Mendota Slough. Sounding good here tonight, Dean. Go ahead.
Do I need a line and page to write down so I can find me?
The list is in its infancy. We're only at 22, the deuce. So there you go. I'll be able to find you. I appreciate you checking in. Okay, let's go. Next check-in. Anybody, anywhere?
449.
Okay, there's about 3 there. There is one station there maybe having some trouble with the audio. It looks like, looking at the pan adapter, it looks like it's probably a little high on frequency. I wasn't able to jump up enough to catch it, and I did hear a line 7. So let's jump back real quick to line 7, operator 767 in Orange Cove. I'm assuming that's you. Go.
Jeremy.
Okay, quick double there, operator 767. Go ahead. Okay, Pat, we got you on the list. I apologize. I might have called you earlier, and you might not have heard me. I'm having all sorts of issues here. I hope maybe by week 3 we'll have it all ironed out, and people won't be sitting back scratching their heads wondering exactly what I am doing here. Hopefully it'll be nice and smooth. Anyways, we appreciate you being there, Pat, and we got you on the list. And okay, we're looking for additional check-ins.
449.
Okay, 449. Go ahead, please, sir.
Hey, good evening there, Jeremy. This is Smitty, 449. If I could be added to your regular roll call, that would be much appreciated.
And added you are, and we appreciate you checking in, operator 449, Smitty. And would you mind giving a location so we kind of have an idea how the signals go here week to week?
Yeah, we are on the sunny side of Fresno, southeast side of Fresno.
Okay, over on the sunny side of Fresno. We appreciate you checking in, and you're going to be line number 23. Thank you, Smitty.
Okay, great. You guys all have a fantastic evening.
Thank you. You do the same. Okay, line 24 is up for grabs. Go ahead.
Jeremy, the guy with the radio problems, I believe it's KP.
Oh, is it? Okay, we might just, I tell you what, maybe we'll do a crossband check in here. Of course, I can't find my other radio. Huh, that figures. Let me check. I tell you what, we're going to pause for station identification, and I need some. I can't use jingle singers because I gotta have a new stick here, so I'll have to figure something out. But we're going to take a quick pause here. Okay, the crossband, I'm wearing headphones, so it's kind of hard for me to hear that, but the crossband was empty, so I appreciate that, Bullwagon. We'll be around here for a little while. Okay, line 24 is still open. Anybody want to check in? Anybody anywhere? Please go ahead now. I tell you what, we're gonna change things up a little bit here every night. Let's see, I had Tom. I could hear him. He's probably as far south. Let's see, I lost him on my list here. I tell you what, operator 113, Tom, are you still on frequency? Okay, that must not be making it back there. Let's just go up to Mark, operator number 761 in Prather. Would you mind taking a look for check-ins for me? Maybe somebody I can't hear, they can't hear me. Over.
Yeah, can do. Let's see, check-ins. Anyone who can copy, please come now if you'd like to check into the Ditch Banks Net. And we'll do one more time. Check-ins. Any check-ins for the Ditch Banks Net? Come now. Nothing here, Jeremy. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Mark. I appreciate you doing that. All right, let's take one last look for later missed members or visitors. Please come now.
360 up around Squaw Valley, Dunlap.
360 in Dunlap. Great signal. And, yeah, if you could go ahead and give me your first personal there or your handle or whatever you prefer to go by. And I got Dunlap written down. So, we'll fill that box in.
Personal is Romeo Alpha Yankee.
Romeo Alpha Yankee Ray, we appreciate you checking in. We have you on the list. You're at line 24, sir.
Roger. Thanks for the net.
And thank you for being there. Is there any other visiting stations, late or missed members? Please go ahead now. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, at this time, if anybody has any items of interest for the net, anything for sale, anything that they may be looking for, you can go ahead now. We've just kind of open this up, open this part of the net up for anybody that's looking for something or wanting to sell something. Go ahead now. Okay, this is going to be a quick one. Is there any other information anybody else would like to add to the net?
Just that there was somebody out there with some definite technical problems, and I think I got the numbers 310, I believe, if that helps you out any.
Okay, no, I don't have a 310 on the list. Let's give them one more chance here. They may have everything ironed out. The station at possibly 310. Please try it again if you'd like to go ahead. No, doesn't look like it. Oh, I haven't been on that. You know what? We better look over here real quick. 25. I got to remember to look at all the different screens here. 25 checking in. We don't have a 25 yet, so this might be a new check-in via right here. Okay, 321. We'll get that on the list. Zonker, if I tell you what, if you're still monitoring on the thing, if you can go ahead and give me name and location, we'll get you on the list. And signal came way up in Dunlap, Squaw Valley. Appreciate that. Dennis, thank you for telling me I have something way wrong. And all right, so I think we're good here. And does anybody else have anything they want to add to the net?
I'm thinking 321 Zonker might be Jerry 21.
Okay. Okay, I got the list kind of changed a little bit. He's actually going to be line 19 and 20. I wonder if that's not Jerry. That could be. I don't have my email open either. We've been talking via email, and he's been trying, like I said, feverishly to get something put together. And I think he said he planned on being online next week. So I'll verify that, and we'll get him on the list. Well, he's on the list now, but I'll make sure he knows that. Thank you, Dennis.
Yeah, he just confirmed that because he was using 25 from Saturday, but he's out listening.
Okay, yeah, the list is we're trying our best here to get the list organized. I probably would have been more organized had I just written it down and used a pencil. But instead, I try to use the Microsoft Excel, and I guess that's what I get for trying to be fancy. Okay. I want to say thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm stumbling and stutter through this tonight. We had a bunch of problems here in the shack, and hopefully that is not a sign of things to come. I'd prefer it to go nice and smooth and not drag along, get everybody in, get them involved, and not bore anybody. So I appreciate those that stuck with me through this, and thank you for being here. And we're going to close the net up here at 8:24. And as a reminder, I'll leave the stream up if you want to test and tune or rag chew, or it's obviously up to you. So I appreciate everybody's participation, and I'll say 73 all. This is Jeremy, and the net is closed.
Thank you, Jeremy. Have a good evening.
Yes, sir. Thanks again.
And thanks, Jeremy. And I just want to let you know that I never, ever, ever have problems, even when I sit in the chair 2 hours before the net.
You know, I came out here at 7, Dennis, and I started the streaming software, did audio checks, had a dummy load going so I wasn't embarrassing myself on air, and the second I tried to go live, it all just fell apart.
I don't know why that is. You know, when you start adding pictures to radio, things go crazy. But I do enjoy the waterfall, and I think that's the first time I've seen front-end overload when during your first check-in there.
Yeah, we talked about that before the net. I said, you know, wait until you see what you look like. You know, I think if I leaned my antenna over and he leaned his antenna over, they could probably catch the COVID-19. That's just how close we are. So, you know, I need to have some kind of attenuator maybe in line, a quick attenuator switch I can hit, and yeah, you'll start seeing things turn red and funny things definitely happen.
You are fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you could probably be on the dummy load for his RX. All right, sounding good. It's working good, and definitely enjoying it here.
All right, thank you, Dennis. Thanks for being there.
Jeremy, 767.
Yeah, 767. Go ahead.
Just curious. I'm talking off a new radio, and I'm wondering what the performance is like.
Well, you're in Orange Cove, so I mean, the audio sounds just fine to me. I don't have a super strong signal on you, but that's to be expected because you're in Orange Cove. So I would say it's doing just fine. Like I said, I am out here a ways west of Fresno, so it's making the trip over.
Roger. Well, thank you. I was just curious, you know, I upgraded from the 101 to 891, and so it was a learning curve for me.
Yeah, I hope I'm not doubling with you. I thought you were done. Yeah, I would assume that was probably a fairly large learning curve. Over.
Orange Cove sounds really, really good. Yeah,
Thanks for the flowers there. Okay, Jeremy, thanks a lot, and thanks for the net. You're doing a good job.
Thank you, Pat. Again, sorry I stumbled through it there a little bit today, but we made it happen. So, all right, guys, go ahead. The frequency's yours. I want to get off here because when I key up, it wipes out the SDR and doesn't allow you guys to check it out. So go ahead, feel free, and hopefully, if I didn't check the stream, I guess it's still going. I hope it's still going. I guess somebody probably would have told me. So, anyways, all right, guys, 73.
Hey, Orange Cove, I can hear you here in Close Gold. Just wanted to let you know.
Here's 744. Yeah, you're sounding good up here in Chowchilla there, Pat.
Okay. Well, I'm learning this radio, trying to get all the little niches, you know, worked out. I think I about got it.
Yeah, it sounds pretty damn good up here. Have a good evening.
You too. 73.
Well, that was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. The world famous bone collector.
Audio.
Sounding good, Pat.
Copy, thanks. Key up again, right?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, radio.
You still out there,
Yeah, I'm on the landline.
Okay, check.
Hey, Jeremy, you got here well on the channel? Hey, Mark, you still out there this evening?
Hi.
Audio testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And audio testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, looks like we're still up and running, yeah, kind of, sort of. All right, this is quick check for the scope for low frequency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, low frequency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, low frequency check, over.
about it, Jeremy? You still out there? How about it, Jeremy? You out there?
Testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Jeremy, one more time. You out there?
Another test, 1, 2, 3. No, this is a RCI.
Oh. Okay, let's try that. Wow, man, all sorts of problems. Squeals, everything. Yeah, that sounded good.
Yeah, RCI. Now I'll switch to the unit in. All right. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I think you left one of those on.
Yeah, I had the, what did I have on? Oh, I had, yeah, okay, now we're on the unit in. Unit in and maybe some beeping in the background.
I tell you what, that one's pretty darn close. I was messing with the receive a little bit on that one, but that one's pretty darn close.
I think that RCI might be better. I don't know. What's wrong with the Kenwood?
I do not know, but I did hear some CW in the background, and it sounded really good. And whoever's call sign that was, he must be really cool.
Well, now this one's set at 27.365.06. Anyway, 06, let's see here. Let us go down to .00.
All right, go again.
This one's at 365.00, but actually sounds better at 06.
Well, you keep changing it on me. Do it where you think it sounds better at.
right there at 06.
Yeah, kind of playing. I tell you what, here, your next transmission, if you're going to watch a stream, of course, you got to wait. I'll adjust that SDR to where I think you're at. But don't change your transmit frequency.
All right, I'm not going to change it. Somebody wants to say hello. Speaking to the microphone right there, young lady.
This is XY Hergy checking in.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, if you listen to it now, if you happen to catch that part on the SDR, I think you'll hear the difference.
Okay.
I think the unit didn't look best on the scope.
I think so too. Yeah, it didn't have all the artifacts on the outside.
Yeah, that first one has a weird tee up that's way off frequency. I think that was the RCI. This one's not bad, but it has some kind of splatter thing. But I mean, it all sounds good, but the middle one was the best on the scope.
I would agree with that. It's a cool looking radio too. I don't remember exactly what unit and model it was. He showed me the other day when I was at his place and at the home shack of the original Biola Bandit there. But yeah, that's kind of fun though. You get to try different radios. Well, especially you out of all people know it's fun to try different radios.
What was the old potato chip commercial about it? You can't just have one or something.
Exactly. Yeah, I tell you, Dennis, it was man. I needed some experience in the shack tonight. As soon as the net started, the monitor in my ear was. I don't know how the audio decided to go up on that because I didn't adjust any of the levels. But it's like I was screaming in my own head, and you know how when you're trying to talk and you're hearing that echo inside your ear, and nothing was working right.
Yeah, I have similar problems, especially if you're setting up on a dummy load and then get on the antenna and there's RF that wasn't there before, like I'm having now that I'm hearing, and things are different, and what seemed to work, or like you said, and then you forget to flip the switch, and it's just, it's multiple problems. There's a lot of equipment, and in my case, the stuff doesn't just stay there for a week and never get touched. It gets used, you change frequencies, you move antennas, the audio gear gets used for something else. It was just going to be parked, and that's all you were going to use it for. It would probably cut down a lot on the issues.
I think that's it a lot. I just like you said. I was playing on. I had the other radio line playing on 10 meters. There was a 6 meter opening here a couple days ago. I was messing around on the Wednesday night 2 meter net for the first time. And then after that, there was a 440 sprint, too, for about 4 hours Wednesday night. So I had everything was just all convoluted.
Well, anyway, it sounded good all the way through. And like I said, I'm really enjoying them. Have SDR waterfall. I can see if that would be a bad thing for me to have. Anyway, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, and I owe you an email. I just realized that. I told you, there's a lot of different ways you can go about doing it, Dennis, and probably a lot simpler. I'm kind of actually thinking about trying something different. Maybe Saturday or Sunday or something if I get time. I might try just completely doing this different and seeing what the outcome is. Maybe do a test live thing or something because, yeah, everything I thought was going to go really smooth tonight, and it was anything but. It was actually smoother the first time around.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm working and I know I'm going to be jumping in the shack late, I will set stuff up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Have it all ready to go, because when I come in and I've got 15 minutes, it ain't going to work.
Yeah, I heard that might be the plan, too, do it in the morning. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I had everything on the dummy load. I'm just sitting here waiting when you got a glass of water, and I'd like to say I went and got some beer, but I don't drink anymore, so that takes a lot of the fun out of that. But when I got a glass of water, I don't know what else to do. I'm ready.
No, it's good. See, now you need the beer afterwards.
Yeah. Maybe not beer before. Maybe beer during. Definitely beer afterwards.
Well, that's why I always say, when I'm done, it's time for Ovaltine.
There you go.
Well, if I get my my Kenwood fixed up, it'll sound a heck of a lot better than my 2.1 wide radio that I'm on now.
I think the audio on this radio sounds great. I was in and out last week when you were doing some testing, and I could tell you started driving it considerably harder there at the end, and it brought it. 6 dB just right now. Whatever you did, like I said last week, there towards the end before I shut the stream off, I was in the shack and watching. Oh wow, that was a big difference. Whatever you did.
Yeah, well, I was able to look at the band scope. The other thing is I'm having some RF issues when I drive it too hard, so I've got some tuners and some band switches here that aren't where they should be. And this is sort of a contest rig, even though I'm not a contester. I bought it from a contest a long time ago, and it's got a 2.1 transmit filter. But I can actually see that on your on your 3 wide. I can see I'm not filling up the whole boat there, but that's okay. It works.
Yeah, and people, when you're contesting, appreciate that, too, because there's nothing worse when you have a full 20-meter band, everybody's running legal limit, they got their beams going, and then you have the gentleman that's transmitting at like 3 or 3.2. Everybody loves that.
Yeah, if there's wideness. The other thing, Nancy, I'm looking off this board here. All right, and I like the fact that I can see where the audio energy is. If I want to take out the low frequencies and then figure out which low frequencies actually come up and make it through the filter, so it's fun and worth.
Yeah, I miss that. I need to get an external board here or something. I had I had a Flex and an L-Craft for a long time. That you really could just tailor it to however you wanted it, and you could watch it on the scope, and I kind of miss that.
Well, long before was this spark gap in CW, and then the sideband thing happened.
Yeah, right. It's come a long ways.
All right, I'm going to go. You can comment. I postponed dinner for this. It's time to eat.
Well, I appreciate you sticking around for that, but we don't want you to wait too long. In fact, I think I'm going to shut this down. It's probably been 15 minutes. I didn't write down what time we stopped. I said it out loud, but I didn't write it down. So, Dennis, I appreciate you being there. Appreciate all your support. Thank you very much, sir, and look forward to checking in on the OTR tomorrow night.
All right, I'm glad I can be out there. I know when my work schedule changes again, my Friday nights at this time may go away. So I'm living the life right now.
Well, I don't have Echolink, which I appreciate that too. I don't know how in the world you got all that to work out last week. That had to have been a lot of fun too. But we'll take. Maybe we'll have to figure out where we can cross band you in at. Get an X in the square. Yeah,
there's way better ways to do the Echolink than I did. I just did a direct one-to-one patch because I could get into the audio board easy. And now I've got some guys dogging me. They want to do Facebook Live. And I just checked into that, and that's like another computer and another audio card, and you can only use one camera, so you have to have another source coming in, and it's like this whole giant thing just to do a Facebook Live properly. So I don't know. I don't know if I even want to go there.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't think I would. I still have Facebook. I like the marketplace they have on there, but anymore the politics and everything else, I can't do it much anymore.
Yeah, and apparently some of the guys that run the website say it's way easier to share something that's an actual Facebook Live than it is off of YouTube. But to produce something like that to get what I'm trying to do, you've got to do more than just kind of wave your phone around. So, all right, I will talk to you later. Good night to the SWLs here at, where are we at, 27.365, over.
I'm going to have to go through my phone and see. We might have to make you a Facebook, or at least get it on your QRZ page.
Well, you better wait before you send me any pictures, because that one picture you sent, that was not my wife.
Yeah, I found that out later. That wasn't too good. I'll get one of those screen things where it blanks out the face or something.
I know it was a picture from back in high school, and I still do look the same. I haven't aged, but yeah, okay.
I got to give you credit. I mean, for 60, I wouldn't be ashamed at all if I were you.
Yeah, well, I'm not 60, so watch.
Oh, okay.
59.
No.
Getting warmer.
Wow, when I talk, it looks really neat on your screen there, Jeremy. Man, I really light it up.
Yeah, I like that first order. Anyways, I've seen it lit up more than that, if you can believe that.
Well, I could turn the wattage up a little bit.
It'll make it. It's going to make it all white and orange. It'll probably overload the front end, and then next week will be real fun.
Well, I should have kept track of how what radio is what, and if I was on frequency on any of them, but I didn't.
Well, there's always next week. Hopefully next week will go a little bit smoother, and I won't have to stutter so much. That'd be nice. Oh, I just realized I still got the stream going. If anybody else wants to test, go ahead now. I'm going to kill this stream here if nobody else wants to test.